Hi everyone, it's Christina Chemhuru here with the Romantic Revolution, coming in to say Happy Valentine's Day to all of you who are celebrating this special day today. And I have got a quick little story I'd like to share with you. I remember something about growing up. I grew up with old school parents. If anyone can relate to the following situation, you're probably going to do so with very vivid, painful memories. When it was time to discipline you, you would get quite the tanning of the hide depending on the severity of your infraction. Your rump steak would get tenderized. Basically, you'd get a whooping, okay? But there's something I noticed when I observed a child getting a whooping when I was grown up. And I would see the child grabbing on to its mother's skirts, crying, and the mother still giving it a whooping. And I'm thinking, run away. Run to a sibling, run to your dad, run to anybody, but get away from her. Why are you still clinging to her? And it frustrated me because I realized I probably did the same thing. Why would you still hold on to her and cry, "Mommy, Mommy, stop"? No, take off like a rocket. But I realized, you know what? It's because the person inflicting the pain is the same person who can make it stop. And that recognition that this person can stop the pain and comfort me is what that child is hoping for. And that's what they're crying for. How many times do we do this as grown-ups? We are in a situation where somebody is hurting us or has hurt us, and we can't move on because we want them to acknowledge that they hurt us. We want them to apologize, basically to fix it. And no matter what explanations you get that explain why they did it, we still say yes, but we try what we can to make them feel what we're feeling so that maybe they can have an awakening and say, oh my gosh, this is what I did to them. I better go and apologize. I better go and fix it. If we're not doing that, then out of anger, frustration, we're just trying to retaliate or exact some kind of vengeance or revenge. And we do struggle because there's something about the power we give that person to fix what they did to us. I observed at a later point that in a number of legal battles that I saw, the aggrieved party really would have settled for an apology. And not just, okay, sorry, my bad. No, an apology that says, I recognize that what I did inflicted undue pain and suffering on you. Now, whether it was their intention or not, but it's a recognition to say, I apologize for that. That did really hurt you. And to me, that is regretful. Whether I intended it at the time or not, I apologize for having hurt you. I have recognized that and I've come to terms with that. And sometimes the legal battle seems like the only way to get some kind of recognition for the pain that you're feeling. And if the person is just slapped with a fine or given a warning or whatever the penalty is exacted, even if it's the full extent of the law, you see a person still feeling like, yeah, but it doesn't fix it. It doesn't go back and undo what happened. It doesn't take away the suffering. I lost a lot of time. It doesn't replace my time. What they're really saying is, I went through the process. I got what I expected to get out of it, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do. It didn't acknowledge all the pain and fix it. The judge may acknowledge your pain and suffering, but the person who you hold responsible for having inflicted that pain and suffering has not come to you in the spirit of acknowledging and asking for your forgiveness, or just sincerely expressing regret. Say, I regret. Now I look back and I say, I should not have done that to you. Like that child holding on to the mom. How many times do we hold on to a relationship, or the memory of a relationship, or the pain of a relationship that ended in a way that you didn't want it to end, but before you were ready for it to end? There was something so egregious that happened to you, but you're holding on. You keep that person's phone number. You keep trying to keep in touch with them. You keep trying to be friendly to them so that there's an open door, so that when they're ready to come and apologize and acknowledge the pain and fix it, the door will be open. You're ready for them to come and do that and have that conversation. And you stay like a paperweight in this position in life without moving on, because you're holding on for something which may not happen. And today, Valentine's Day, I know for so many people brings up bitter, painful, hurtful memories, or may just be another year, another notch, another set of mileage into your time being taken by waiting for something from someone. Maybe somebody broke up with you on Valentine's Day. Maybe Valentine's Day meant something to you, invested your time, your money, making something so special, and sometime later this person disappointed you or broke your heart. And now you have a paperweight on Valentine's Day, something that immortalizes that pain, and it remains there. And you can never see the day in a special way because you've remained there with that pain and with that trauma, because as far as you were concerned, it was never made right, not the way you wanted it to be made right. And maybe it will never be made right. Maybe the person will never reestablish rapport with you, or become your friend, or have the opportunity for that conversation. Maybe the person is no longer living, or they're in another part of the world. How do you move on from that? You give yourself the closure. You give yourself the apology. You apologize to yourself for having been in that situation. I'm not saying you blame yourself, but you apologize to yourself for having been in that situation and for having waited so long. Acknowledge that, yes, some people do hurt people unwittingly or unintentionally, or sometimes they intend to hurt you a little bit, but then they wind up hurting you a lot. And then they're so embarrassed, they don't know how to fix it. Whatever you need to tell yourself so that you can move on and begin to make those little steps towards healing, do it, but do it in a positive way. Don't sum it up, all people like that are bad, they don't know any better, they're no good. No, that will leave you bitter and building a stereotype. If the person was amazing and they were great and you can't understand why it happened, it makes it even harder. If it's a person who you saw to have big flaws and problems with their character or personality, it's a little bit easier to stick it to them. But for a person who was absolutely phenomenal and then it all fell apart, maybe perhaps you're just blaming yourself. Still, forgive yourself for having been in that situation, not having seen how things were developing, not having seen it take place. Promise yourself you're going to do better. Promise yourself you're going to learn how to see the signs, how to see the red flags, the signals, whatever it is you need to pay attention to understand how you yourself function in a relationship. But you acknowledge to yourself that you've been in that position way too long. No day needs to be immortalized in pain, not any day. Any day you can think of is somebody's birthday. It's also somebody's anniversary. It's also somebody's most wonderful day of their life. No day needs to be totally marred. So acknowledge your own pain. If you struggle through the steps, you can reach out. We can work through this together, or find a friend that you can do this together with. Say, look, I see your hurt. I see your pain. I see how this person hurt you, or these people hurt you. And I'm deeply sorry for the wounds that you've been carrying. And I'm here to apologize, to sincerely apologize. Ask for your forgiveness on their behalf and encourage you to move on and let go of that. It's a process. If you don't feel you've succeeded, keep doing it. A lot of things don't feel like it. You can determine to forgive somebody, but it doesn't feel like you're really forgiven them. Many times I just make the decision, they're forgiven, because I'm not going to struggle with unforgiveness. Doesn't feel like it, but it will kick in. If we go by feelings, we'll never get anywhere. Okay? So for those who are hurting, or we have some hurt they stuck in a jar, threw it to the back shelf, it still needs to be acknowledged. It's there. And the one you're not addressing will come out at some point. And it may cause you to hurt people that you don't want to hurt. You don't want to be the one hurting somebody you love, right? So let's address this, okay? If you can talk to the person, then by all means, go ahead and say, look, I'm stuck in that place. This is not a blame game. I really need this for myself to move on and heal. I need you to acknowledge that what you did hurt me, and to apologize for hurting me. I think that's a great place. And let's do that. It's not about reconciling. We're not at that stage. Some people don't need to be in your life again. You just need to get the closure and to move on. Okay? And if it's a person who's still prone to hurt you and they want to reconcile, you can tell them one step at a time, I just need to get over this and to heal. And then reevaluate where I come out, what person I am, what nature of a person, what kind of a person I am, and where you would fit into that picture, if at all. Okay? So I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. I love you all. Take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, it's Christina Chemhuru, author of the Do Ask, Do Tell Dating Guide and the Do Ask, Do Tell Workbook. These are fantastic tools with over 400 questions that you can ask yourself, and that can help you to explore the person that you are dating so that you get to know them better and to determine which way this relationship is going. Now, as I've said in my previous videos, these books are not just for dating couples, but they are also great for couples who already are together, because they'll help you get to know each other on a much, much deeper level. My books are available on my website, doaskdotellbooks.com, and they're also available for purchase on Amazon, as well as in all major bookstores, Barnes & Nobles, and all other bookstores that you may have in your country and online. I look forward to interacting with you on my YouTube channel, as well as on my Facebook page. But please, before you go away, do hit that subscribe button. It's all about the algorithms, right? Do hit that subscribe button, because I want you to stay in touch and get this information, as well as a little bell, a little notification bell. What will happen is every time I post a video, you'll get a little alert that'll let you know that something from the Romantic Revolution has just come up online. So please stay in touch with us. I would love to know how you are doing in your quest with love. So stay warm, stay kind, and stay healthy. I look forward to hearing from you.